This video will introduce the DocLink client apps and will focus on the iPad as the iPhone and Windows versions are very similar. Let's get started. This is the DocLink client for iPad. As you can see, there are two major sections, a left navigation panel and a center content panel. There's also a third panel, which is a details panel. You can reveal it by swiping in the center panel from right to left on the right hand side, or you can tap the toggle button in the upper right to show and reveal the detail panel. Simply tap on a row to reveal the contents of a folder. By doing so, you will see the files and subfolders contained within. Tap the back button or swipe the title to go backwards. If something is in my subscribed folder, it means that it's available offline. However, that doesn't mean that it's everything I have access to. I can see everything I've been granted access to by browsing library. So I can browse library and I see not only my subscribed items, but there are also a few folders in here that have not been subscribed to and are available for me to subscribe to if I would like to. If I wanted to sort or search in this view, I can do so using the tools in the upper right. I simply tap the search button and I get a search bar that appears, and I can type in the relevant names and search keys. I can also sort in a very similar way. I just tap how I would like to sort, and I tap it again to switch the order. In this case, largest to smallest or smallest to largest from a size perspective. I can also pull open the details panel from the right and I can see some information about the current folder that I'm in. In this case, I'm in my library view. If I tap on a folder, I can get more information about that folder. It will open it and show all the items, but will also give me some information about the number of files that are available and the numbers of files that I'm subscribed, along with the total size. Tapping on a file row, a preview of the file is shown along with relevant metadata such as file size and its last modification date. This preview is interactive and I can simply go through and I could drag through, I could zoom, I could do what I would expect in that view. By tapping anywhere in the preview area or on the file row, I can open that up in a full screen preview. There are two special views to be aware of. One is recently updated and another is newly available. The recently updated view contains files that have been updated on the server and have been synchronized to my device. As you can see, there are several files that were updated 5 days ago, and these are now shown in this field because I was subscribed to them, they've changed, and that's something that's useful to know. Newly available has items that have been newly added by my administrator that I may not be subscribed to, but may be interested in. In this view, I see a single folder that I am not subscribed to. I could view the contents of this folder, or I could subscribe to the folder right from this view. The next section is My Documents, which is essentially my corporate home folder. This is where I have real-time access to my home drive on my iPad and mobile device. This is great because I can now view files that are in my home drive and share them or keep them for offline use. To share them, I simply open the file and sharing options are revealed in the upper right. If I want to store the file for offline use, I simply star the item, as many of these are. I'm going to go ahead and star this folder lock icon. You notice it downloaded very quickly, and there it is. I have my folder lock icon available for me offline. I can tap My Favorites and it will show only the items that are favorited and available offline. Books are a collection of items from any source that are relevant to a certain topic, meeting, customer, or etc. I can pull together content from various locations into a single book and have them available on my device and while I'm offline. These books are also synced across devices, so I have all my important information no matter what device I'm on. Finally, Settings reveals information about the logged in user, as well as provide options and configurations for the rest of the application. Of note is Recently Updated, which allows you to specify the threshold of how new something must be to show up in the recently updated view that we talked about earlier. Also, you can configure device linking, which has to do with subscription sets and is described in more detail in the subscription sets and subscriptions video, also in this demo. Finally, you can reach feedback and support right from within the app and post an idea or contact us with any questions you may have. Now let's take a look at the iPhone app and how it differs from the iPad version. You will see that the iPhone experience is actually very similar to the iPad experience. You still have the center content panel, you have your left menu, and you also have your right details pane. The only real difference is how you view an item's details in the details pane. You simply tap the icon on the right side of the row and it will reveal the information for that item. Finally, let's take a look at the Windows client and see how it differs. As you can see, the Windows interface is actually very similar to the iPhone and iPad interface. The left nav menu is the same, and there is a center component that contains all your files and folders. Simply double-clicking on a folder will reveal the files, and navigating back is just as easy as on the mobile clients. You see that there is more information that is listed right within the table view, so the details panel is not necessary like it is on the iPhone and iPad. Icons are the same, and other information that is presented is more or less identical to the mobile devices. Like on the mobile clients, tapping the folder or file icon will change the subscription state for that item. You can also right-click to subscribe and unsubscribe as well. To view files, simply locate the one you want to open and double-click it. It will load in the default viewer for the file type. If permitted for the file, right-click it and you will be able to save it anywhere you want through the Save As feature. In this video, you got a feel of how the DocLink client apps work, as well as learn more of the differences between them. For more information on concepts such as books and subscription sets, please refer to the other videos in this demo. As always, don't hesitate to contact us with any questions.